All right, exciting stuff. And we're live, of course, so anything could happen. Now, earlier in the show, you checked out the trailer for Transformers Fall of Cybertron, the highly touted return of the Autobots to game consoles. But seeing is one thing, playing it's another. Here with me to have an exclusive demo of the game is Matt Teacher. Matt, step in here. Good to see you, man. And this is a highly touted game here at E3 2012, and you're transforming our expectations right before our eyes. Walk us through a little bit about what we're going to see with Metroplex.
Yeah, so we were super excited, not just to make Cybertron this big, huge place, but also have some big, giant characters. So you can see Metroplex on screen. He is a city-sized transformer. And one of the things that's really great about this game is that you're really going to get in the head of each character that you're going to play as. Optimus, his special ability is he can control Metroplex on the battlefield. So in this case, you're going to see it right here. He can call down some artillery strikes, which it is no end of fun, right? It really are just wrecking the battlefield. Using his special ability is just super fun. You have other characters with grappling hooks, and of course, we've talked about Grimlock before. It can turn into a T-Rex. All fun stuff. But when you're controlling a city-sized transformer, you don't get that in any other game. Something we're really thrilled to be bringing.
Did it present any design challenges to you with the individual characters, particularly Metroplex?
Yeah, well, look how big he is, right? I mean, the spaces that you're going to see, we're using the Unreal Engine, which is fantastic. But the spaces that you really kind of expect when you can be a vehicle at any time are enormous. And then when you add this vertical height with this gigantic character, we pushed the engine as far as we could in terms of the size, spaces that we could bring, as well as keeping the visual fidelity where we wanted it.
Yeah, no, obviously you guys have spoken about how this is important for you to get to the root of what it is to be a Transformers game. What was that for you?
Well, it sounds really silly, but the root of Transformers is transforming. And, I think what we really did is embrace that, embraced each character's abilities, their vehicle, allowing you to choose. Do you want to play these spaces mostly in your vehicle form, mostly in your robot form? It's really up to you, and I think that's what makes a Transformers game great.
Yeah, a lot of different gameplay styles going from character to character too, right?
Yeah, so we've got certain characters where it's a bit more, I hesitate to say stealth gameplay, but kind of a different pace where you're kind of in control and you have the ability to turn invisible. It's our version of stealth. Other ones with grappling hooks where you're really so vertical in how you can move and manipulate the environment. Every character is really different. I think that's what makes this game so special.
And in terms of characters, who have you confirmed? Are you announcing anybody new here at E3 2012?
Well, we're talking a little bit about Metroplex, but Bumblebee I'm really excited to be talking about because he's the first character you're going to see in the game. You innately are going to understand and care about these big robots. One of the big things for us was that, how do people really care about these big, giant, alien transforming race? Right. Bumblebee's a great kind of entry point into that. And the level where you play as him is also ripped straight out of G1. The experience you're going to get is the Ark and the Nemesis going right into the Space Bridge wormhole. It's a wash of nostalgia.
Obviously, franchise fans have been tracking this for a long time, but now they're going to have some customization options as well, right, to build out their own universe with Transformers.
If there's one thing I'm the most excited about that the fans really get their hands on, it's customization. We cut up all the bodies into multiple different ports, so you can really build this Transformer that you think looks amazing. And I guarantee you, if you're a big Transformers fan, even if you're not, if you just love customization, which I know lots of people do, you're going to spend tens of hours just in the menus, not even playing the game, just in the menus, building that perfect Transformer.
What can you customize exactly?
So you pick the head, chest, upper arms, lower arms, you pick the legs, the wings, the wheels, the tank barrel if you're a tank, and then of course you got the colors, but then we added this special thing. Cybertron's this all-metal world, so we have a lot more metal in it than any other game you're going to play anywhere. So we spent a lot of time with, does it look pitted? Does it look bronzy? Does it look tinny? So we actually allowed you in the customization system to adjust how metallic your character looks. Does it look like a painted kind of G1 character, or metal, or does it look like this ultra concept car? And you can kind of go in the slider there. What's great about it is it's kind of a color options multiplier, because yellow, for example, looks completely different painted metal as it does metallic. So you're really going to spend a lot of time just getting it to look the way you want.
Back on the single-player side, obviously the game is filled with these set-piece moments. Talk a little bit about...
Yeah, well, look at
I mean, this is gigantic. This is amazing right here, right?
So, yeah, so there's, I think that's a huge expectation in Transformers and the world of Cybertron. And with this character, Metroplex, you're controlling him, and I know the first instinct is, oh, well, he only ever calls in artillery strikes. That's not the way it works. He's going to really surprise you, impress you, as he does lots of different kind of things when you play with him.
Did you have any problems scripting out moments where you had to dial it back a little bit, or are you going full throttle with
Well,
this?
I think we went as far as we could from a technical point of view. Because he's so big, you were asking earlier about the big environments and the big spaces. That was kind of the limiting factors. You know, the draw distances that we have in this game are colossal. So that was the...
It's a whole new engine, right?
Well, we're using Unreal 3,
Okay.
which is phenomenal for us. We've used it multiple times, and we love using the engine. But the space demands that we have are so gigantic.
Awesome. Awesome, Matt. It's looking fantastic. We appreciate the world premiere of Metroplex here, so thanks for stopping by, Matt.